and these are my best and worst figures of 2024. Everything I took a look at in my channel during 2024 is up for consideration, with only these caveats: only one figure per company, or else MMC will have like 4 entries in the best category, and Fans Toys would have like 3 in the worst. So how we're gonna do it is 1 bad, 1 good, going on until we finish from 10 to number 1. So to start off, as the least bad of the bad figures, we have Moon Studios Moonshine, a figure I actually had to buy twice this year because the first one had really bad breakage issues, and then the second one is actually missing a finger that I might have around here somewhere. Yeah, here, focus it. There we go. Here's the finger. Let's see if we can put this back in there. Yeah, it's just gonna fall. It's just gonna fall. Like I can put the finger there. I would have to like use some super glue to like just leave it in there. But yeah. The other figures bother me more than this guy, even though I had to buy him twice, so that's why he's at number 10. Now, I know this is a weird one to start off with. Toy World Spanner. Now, there's a good reason this guy is at number 10. 1, I didn't want to repeat companies. 2, I actually like this dude. Sure, this panel back here is this one down here broke, so now it parts form, but that's fine. I still like how he looks. The transformation is actually pretty damn fun. The head is loose as shit, but again, that's why he's number 10. I actually enjoy this bot. The transformation's fun. I like looking at him. I like posing him. I like playing with him. It could have been better if he wasn't broken, and if his head wasn't this floppy mess, he would have totally been higher up. So, yeah, good on you. And here's Vice Poison from Transart at number 9 of the worst bots of the year. This guy could have been great, but, you know, sadly, this just, it bothered. I still have him in display because what other company is gonna make a fucking Quick Strike? But this just bothers the fuck out of me. I really hope Transart learns from this mistake. That this dude was a huge fumble, and not as bad, I think, as their Black Arachnia, but still pretty fucking egregious. But because I still like this dude, I like to display him. I like how he looks. That's why he's just at number 9. Moon Studios Cool Peak is at number 9 because I actually love this dude. He came at number 1 in my top Moon Studio train figures video. And for good reason, because I genuinely enjoy this dude. I enjoy posing him. I enjoy playing with him. I enjoy looking at him. He looks nice. Yeah, it's totally the fucking face cover that he has. Like, just, it does it for me. I love this dude. From all the train bots, and I've toyed around with all of them a little bit. Yeah, this dude is just the one that I keep going back to. I might end up getting rid of the others eventually and just sticking with him, because he's just great. MMC Cyclops comes at number 8 in the worst figures of the year, mainly because this dude is old. So everybody knows, like, this dude is just strictly a display piece, not a play piece. Man, a remake of this dude in newer engineering would be awesome. But since that's probably never gonna happen, and maybe Hasbro will give us one, that would be really cool. So that's why this dude is at number 8. Something that I wish could be done better. It's enjoyable to look at, but that's it. It's not enjoyable to handle. taking him down from where I have him display was a bit, I was a bit apprehensive because this dude just does not feel good, like, at all. On number 8, we have the all-important MP10 Optimus Prime in the black colors. I am so happy that I finally went in on this dude. It's just one of those things that you gotta get it so you can experience it. And I'm so sad that we are no longer doing MPs like this dude, because they're fun. They're fun, you know, like, I like the proportions. Actually, I love the fucking proportions on this guy. MPs in this style is a lost art form, and I wish it could just come back, because I'm a fan of it. I enjoy it. It's really cool. And I just wish we could have more of this. And because this MP is so iconic, it's so great to look at. It's so fun to play with as well. That's why he is number... what was it? Number 8. The number 7 worst spot is Pangu Toys Loki, and even though this thing is a huge piece of trash, it's just at number 7 because, after all, it's just a knockoff. A knockoff with a fresh piece of paint, a couple of new doodads and doohickeys to make it different, but it's still just a knockoff. It is a Pangu Toys product, so the quality, it's not gonna be there. That's why this dude is just at number 7, where this dude from a better company or it was more expensive, yeah, he would have probably been in the top 3 easily. But because he's not, because he's just a cheapo product, he is at number 7. Plus, my wife likes him a lot. And yeah, I'm not gonna transform him because he doesn't deserve to be transformed. It's just like, he stays there and does, yeah. And on number 7, we have Make Toys Bounce Back. It's thanks to this guy that I ended up getting about 4 other card box this year. This is the one that started it all. I just got this guy on a whim once, and then I was just hooked to Carbots. And then I ended up getting a few. And I'm happy I did. I've enjoyed most of them with the exception of Loud Pedal. But I've enjoyed most of them. They've been really fun, and this dude has been great as well. In at number 6 of the worst bots, we have X-Transbox Overheat. For very, very fucking obvious reasons. If this guy wasn't broken, maybe another member of the team would have made the list. Yeah, probably Gravestone would have been here if it wasn't for him being fucking broken. The reason he's not lower, even though he's broken, it's because this dude was just $30. So yeah, like for $30, I'm not gonna fight that much, but this definitely sort of soured me from X-Transbots for the foreseeable future. I don't see myself getting any more X-Transbots with very, very few, and I mean very few exceptions. That's interesting. That's for combined mode, I imagine. At number 6, we have 3-0 Coconut Link Dango. This dude is really fun. He has been very fun to play with. He is always next to my, what's it called, office desk? Yeah, he's always next to my office desk. Office desk, what the fuck are words? Because he's really fun to handle. He's really fun to transform to and from his super mode. It's really fun to do just that. So, because he is so much fun to handle, he is so much fun to transform to and from, because he is such a delight to look at, because he is so damn cute, that's why I have decided that 3-0 Coconut Link Dango is number 6. Look at him. He's fucking adorable. Such a cute little boy. I want more of these. These are fun. Number 5 worst spots of the year is definitely Heat Boys Leonardo, the transforming version. This dude was a disappointment. The transformation, it's annoying as fuck, but what's disappointing is it's not as stable as I wish it could be. It doesn't handle as well as I wish it could be. These fucking panels don't tab in anywhere, and I find that annoying. This dude is expensive as shit, and for what you get, it's not, you know, I wish so much this thing was better than it actually is, because I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, and this thing being as bad as it is, just really left a very sour note in my mouth, man. I wanted to love this. A lot of figures that I wanted to love this year, but sadly, they did not deliver. X-Transboss Klaatu is one of those rare few times where a bot actually lives up to his hype. Everybody kept telling me Klaatu is a great figure, Klaatu is a great figure, Klaatu is a great figure. And when they finally reissued it, I got it. And I'm very happy I did, because this dude is actually great. He's a very fun figure to pose, very fun figure to transform as well. The transformation isn't horrible, and at least in my copy, the only issue is that panel. But, like, you know, whatever, it's just one panel in the grand scheme of things. I enjoy him. He is fun. He's a cool little guy, and I'm happy that they finally reissued him and I was able to experience him. If you haven't gotten this guy, and you like fun transformations, you know, like, and you like, you know, flying saucers, go for it. This dude is pretty fucking good. Probably the most controversial pick in the worst list. Yeah, it's Fans Toys Inquisitor. This dude was hyped to no end. Sadly, it can't barely stand up. It has taken a few falls already from where I have it standing. Sure, it looks good, but to me, I like to mess around and play with my toys. I have to stand him very, 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 in a very peculiar way. If not, he's gonna tumble. Probably is just a me issue. Probably is just that fanboys are coping hard. But this dude fucking sucks, and that's why he's at number 4 of the worst of the year for me. From all the MMC bots I got this year, definitely my favorite one was Moors. Mostly because handling this dude, if you haven't seen my video unboxing this guy, fucking focus. There you go, thank you. If you haven't seen the video of me unboxing this guy, you're not gonna understand why. But this dude made me relive my childhood whenever I would get a big toy and be able to play with it. That's why this guy ended up becoming my favorite MMC bot of the year. Cause it's just like, it's a big boy toy. And I like big boy toys. You can construe that however you want, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, his posability is very limited. He doesn't have ankle tilts, not really. He's a little bit flimsy at times, but it's my list. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I like him. I just don't like him. I love this guy because of how just big, chunky, bulky, and so fun it is. Because even the transformation is fun. That's why he is number 4. At number 3 of the worst figures, we have MP Loud Pedal. Because she feels cheap, she feels unfinished, she feels janky, she just completely just feels bad. She feels like a cheap figure. She does not feel like she should be an MP. She feels like a very, very cheap figure. When you have it in hand, yeah, sure. Has ratchet there, and those ratchets sound fine, but like this whole thing back here, man. It's so fucking bad. It is so fucking bad. I like the idea of her. I love her head sculpt. I like her colors. I like her concept. I just utterly hate the execution, which is a fucking shame. That's why she's number 3. Fucking sucks. From all the Fans Toys figures I got this year, and I got plenty this year, my favorite one is definitely this dude. Outrider is so damn good and so damn fun. Yeah, like his... I wish you could get like an outward... Fucking focus. I wish you can get an outward joint here, but it's okay. Beggars can't be choosers, right? And like no bot is perfect. But I just like this guy. I like handling it. I like transforming it. He feels so damn good. And the colors are great. This is like fucking black, you know? Love black. I love black on bots. But every time I walk past this dude, it makes me happy. Just to have him in my collection. Even though earlier in the year I went for the MP knockoff. But I don't know, just this dude, way better. Just like, love the proportions more, looks more heroic. It just exudes some like cool factor that no other version of this dude has. I forget the name, that doesn't matter. FT Outrider is definitely my favorite Fans toy that I gotten this year, and it is number 3 on my best of the year. At number 2, we have Wonderful Trans Sky Atlas. Worst Transformer of the year for me. Not the worst figure I've gotten, but definitely the worst Transformer of the year. This thing was a hot pile of garbage. He looks great. Yeah. But that's about it. And he has a fuckload of accessories, but that's about it. Yeah, he like, it's bad. It is so fucking bad. A tab here would have solved so many issues. But, you know, even then, you still have all this you have to deal with that does not want a tab almost ever. Oh, man, it's such a shame because he looks so good and he feels decent. Like, the materials are not terrible. It's just, like, the execution was probably one of the worst executions I have ever witnessed in my life when it comes to a fucking Transformer. Like, this shit should be illegal because of how fucking bad it is. My fucking god, I hate this dude so much. So fucking much. And that's why he is number 2 in the worst figures of this year, and he is definitely the worst Transformer I have looking at this fucking year. Number 2 best figure of the year for me is definitely Sexy Eyes Mantis. Why? Because I love monster girls. And from all the ones that I've seen, I love this girl. She is great. She poses amazingly. She is fun to look at. She is fun to pose. And it's just like moving her around my room in different poses. Ah, man, she is so great. Just, you can get a lot of different, like, even creepy poses, man. There's so much you can do with her. It's amazing. I'm very happy that I went in on this girl, even though she is a bit on the expensive side for the size. Still, look at that. She's adorable. So fucking cute. Look at that arch. It's great. I love monster girls. As for the Dishonorable Mentions, these are all bots that for some reason or another did not make it to the bottom, but they deserve their spots. Mostly Maverick didn't make it to the bottom because I think Inquisitor's way worse. This dude's fucking transformation sucks, but at the very least, he's sturdy and he hasn't fallen, taken a tumble. The 3 Planet X bots are here because they're just that old. To me, it's okay because they're so fucking old. Can't really expect anything good from them. even though they fucking suck, all of them, with the exception of the Quirinus, I think is the Triceratops, which was fine. Sheridan is here because it's definitely the worst mini-bot of all of them that Fans Toys has released. The transformation is fucking stupid. He doesn't come with anything to handle, like no accessories at all. That's lame, but I do love how he looks. And last but not least, this fucking dude. Fucking Gravestone is here because, well, Overheat was already in the bottom and I didn't want to repeat a fucking company. But this dude angers me because I love how he looks. I like the transformation. I like the alt mode. He is too loose in the waist. And that thing in the waist, to me, just fucking kills this dude completely. So these are the dishonorable mentions of the year. Each one of them sucks for a different reason, but all the other bots sucked even more than they do. And here are this year's honorable mentions. These three are here because I decided that I preferred Moors over all of these. If I hadn't placed on that rule that only one company, all of these would have been somewhere in the top 10. And I would have removed other bots from there because all of these are amazing. Yeah, these two are old, this one especially, but I still love them. This one was really fun. Now, this guy, even though he was here last year, he's here because of the DNA kit. I love that DNA kit so much, I wanted to put him in the top 10, but I felt weird adding a kit to the top 10, so that's why I relegated him to honorable mentions. And last but not least, Machine Wave is here because he was actually gonna be number uno. He was gonna be number one because I love this mold and I love these colors for this dude. But I decided, you know what, this mold got number one last year anyways, so I didn't wanna even put him in the running because of that. So he's relegated to be basically number one of the honorable mentions because that's how good this mold is. It's really fun. Even though I got this guy at the beginning of the year, I knew he was gonna be contending to be number one this year because of how awesome it is. And now, from all the figures that I wanted to succeed this year, the one that I wanted to like the most, Fans Hobby Skyfire. Man, this thing was the biggest disappointment of the year. I wanted to love this one more than the others because I love the design. I like how he looks. It's such a fun thing to look at. But then, thankfully, mine is not broken. It has survived a couple of transformations. But I know some people have had theirs split here, and not to mention the fucking ankle rockers that are made out of clear plastic. Thankfully, mine has not broken. So, besides other people having issues with theirs, which I think is just, unacceptable. On the other hand, I wish this thing was sturdier. I wish this thing wasn't as loose. I wish this thing could tab better. And that is an issue we've been seeing with Fans Hobby as of late. A lot of their designs look good. Sure, but they don't handle the best. They don't transform the best. They don't tab at all sometimes, and it's baffling to me because right now my favorite company is Mastermind Creations, but if Fans Hobby got their shit together, they would definitely be my favorite company. But as things stand right now, oh man, I am so sorry for them, and I really hope I really hope they just do shit better from now on, because this release was just unacceptable and very, very disappointing. My surprise of the year is a figure that I originally wasn't even gonna go in on, but man oh man am I happy that I did. MP Rhinox was such a joy to transform, to hold, to play with. I was just surprised. I still have to go in, take off the eyes, and just paint them red so he actually looks alive. But regardless of that, this dude surprised the fuck out of me. Originally, the fuck are words? Originally, I wasn't even gonna buy him. But, man, when I opened him and I started to mess around with him, I'm so happy I did. This dude is great. This dude is so much fun. And he is imposing. He has great presence. Sure, he's not perfect because he does like to, fall forwards sometimes backwards. But it doesn't take much to actually just balance him out properly. The reason he was not in the top is because originally I wasn't even gonna get this guy. Originally I was planning on not even liking him. But I am happy that I did. Not only was this dude an utter disappointment, because I love the Cthulhu mythos, this thing was the worst thing I bought in the entire year. And we're talking about a year where I bought over 100 products, between action figures, between Transformers, I bought over 100 things. And this was the worst one by a long fucking margin. It's floppy. It has issues standing. It costs a fuckload because this thing is expensive as shit. And it was disappointing and it was a piece of crap. Even I was bringing it down from where I have it to here. A couple of the wings fell off. The arms fell off. And I had issues standing him up. I got the new ankle. I got the new leg. But it's looser than the previous one, if you can believe that. Doesn't have the issue with the kneecap, at the very least. But yeah, as a display piece, this thing looks imposing. But even then, you have to, spend some time actually posing it and making sure that it has a proper pose, because it's when it comes to Transformers, the one I wanted to succeed the most was Fans Hobby Skyfire. But when it comes to figures themselves that I wanted to love, yeah, Sardak Toys Cthulhu was the one I wanted to love. I wanted to love this thing so much. I had so many plans for him. But yet he is a floppy mess that doesn't even peg properly. It's a shame, and I hope that company does better or goes tits up. I don't fucking care, cause this shit was expensive as fuck. So I hope you either do better or I hope your company fucking dies. Cause this was, and I know for a fact it's not only my copy, cause I have seen the comments that you all have left in my video for this dude, and I know that a lot of people have been having the same issues. It is something that I cannot forgive, because for the price, this is a piece of shit. This is the only way I can describe it. It's a piece of shit. And that's right, it's Fans Hobby Clutch. Clutching it out. This is the second year in a row that Fans Hobby got a #1 spot in my channel. That's pretty cool. This dude is fun. The transformation is fun. Handling him is fun. His accessories are fun. Usually I don't like these things, but for him, I actually do display him with this because this just adds so much to him. It's so cool to just, look at him. The colors are stupid and I love it, and look at that fucking head sculpt. It's so fucking good. Look at that. Focus, goddamn you. There you go. Look at that. That looks great. That is amazing. His head is a little bit loose, but I don't care. I don't care because he looks awesome. Focus. There you go. He looks awesome. He looks amazing. He's so much fun to play with. So much fun to pose around. So much fun to do things with. So much fun to transform. Again, it's these things that I need Fans Hobby to do more of. Things that are fun. And I know they just announced the Hot Rod version of this dude. I think it's Cybertron Hot Rod or something like that, based on the original toy. And it looks great. It looks amazing. I'm not gonna get it because I already have this guy, so I'm fine. But if you don't own this mold, you're doing yourself a disservice, because this mold, even though I have the Naval Commander, I prefer this one way more. I don't care much for combined mode. So this dude just does it for me. Had I known this dude was gonna come out, I would have not have bought Naval Commander at all. Sure, this dude doesn't include the combined parts, but I don't really care for that. This dude is amazing. This dude is fun. In every single aspect that matters to me, he looks cool, and that's why Fans Hobbies Clutch is my #1 figure of the year. Oh, before we go, I wanted to let you guys know that for Christmas I did get Magmatron, and I did get this McFarlane Superman. I've been looking for a Superman that smiles. This is the closest thing I could find. He doesn't smile, but he's sort of snizing. And after that, I figured out there was actually a new Superman coming out that's not that expensive, and it actually has a smiling head. I like Superman a lot. Magmatron is really good. I didn't unbox any of these for the channel because these were Christmas gifts and I just wanted to sit down and enjoy them by myself. Magmatron is really fucking fun. This Superman is great. He has a flight stand. And I want to talk about what I'm looking forward to in 2025. There's Fans Toys Berserk that I already have on pre-order, and I hope that it actually arrives. TFC Toys Hunger, which finally is supposed to come out next year, and I am very, very fucking excited for that thing. More Kang Toys Dinobots. Finally setting on what Devastator to get. I'm still on the fence whether to wait for the MMC or just go for the DST toys. Dreamstar Toys, I am cautiously about the DST because my Superion broke. As you can see here, it's losing. It lost both his arms. I'd say goodnight, Sweet Prince, but in reality, you fucking sucked. So nobody cares. You're going in the trash bin. More MMC and Fans Hobby goodness. I hope Fans Hobby learns from their mistakes this year and make really good figures. My my Tidal Wave Tsunami came in today, and I can't wait to sit down and open that bad boy. And I want more MMC. I'm waiting for the last of the Protectobots, hopefully G2, Saltus Regenesis, that you saw my video on that. I really hope they finally release that thing eventually because we fucking need it. And finishing from unboxing my backlog, as you can see here, there is about 17 boxes here with one more on its way, and I'm waiting on a couple of pre-orders to ask me for some money. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Here it is, your moment of Zen.